Your Evil Knievel?
Hey man, I'm about to do it. We're gonna do the Navy Point Speed Bump Challenge. Ice Bucket ain't got nothing on this, everybody. This is what it's all about right here. This is redneckism at its finest. Warrington, we are West Side with pride, you know what I'm saying?
Full rig.
So you're right.
Good morning, everybody. So today I want to show y'all something. My buddy Robert from Robert's Renovations just bought a house for $10,000 here on Old Quarry Road, and we're going to do a walkthrough, and I'm beginning to explain to you how he did it, because one of my passions is real estate as well as the outdoors and all the fun stuff you see on this channel. So we're going to do a walkthrough, and he's going to tell you how he did this. It's going to be pretty interesting. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
So tell him about your YouTube channel.
Hey, I'm Robert Biggerstaff here in Pensacola. I've got the No Pay, No Stay network. It's got a lot of great tips on improving properties, rental properties, dealing with tenants, and Eviction Wednesday. Make sure you stay for that.
Those Eviction Wednesdays are awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so show us the new acquisition, and like, how did it all go down? Like, how'd you get this thing?
Well, this glorious house right here was my first $10,000 house. And the way that I came about it is that I own another property about 9 houses down. I kept driving by and I never saw any activity here. So I found out who owned the property, where the mail was going in. I contacted that lady and asked her, is it for sale? She said, yes, it's in bad shape. I said, I'll take it. And so I came and looked at it. We signed the contract, and about 2 weeks later I was owning the property. And so the acquisition was made for $10,000.
Wow, what was it looking like? Was it full of trash?
Oh, it was terrible. We've had 4 40-yard dumpsters come out of the place. The guy had a power cord for every known electronic device for man. There was all the glory and splendor right here, baby. This is what I'm talking about. This is better than NASCAR. This is what makes it all worthwhile. It's all kinds of stuff, and the yard was grown up, 6 foot tall. We already have a code violation right here and everything like that. So we've done a lot to rectify that situation, but you know, it's a diamond in the rough, but it'll come out nicely.
Did you find any guns or dead stuff in here?
No guns. We did find some adult novelty toys, if you catch my drift. Some other pornography like nudie playing cards and things of that nature. We did not open the refrigerator. I stress to you people, when you buy a place like this, never open the refrigerator. I don't care how valuable it looks. Put duct tape around it and get rid of it.
True story. My house over on Leyte had a dead cat in the freezer.
Whoa, man.
So you never know. All right, let's do a walkthrough on this.
Now this in here, it looked like a flea market. There were tables piled high with stuff on it. This whole place right in here was one 40-yard dumpster full of stuff. I know that's hard to believe, but it was.
So you ripped all the flooring out in here?
Yes, we've already taken the flooring out. What I'll end up doing is we're going to get new windows throughout the place. Well, of course, we're going to fix all the plaster in here. I'm going to put new plumbing in it as well, replace all the galvanized lines. Power works. It's got a 200 amp service on the side of the house. It's got breakers throughout, so that's a big plus. It already has central heat and air. I'm sure I'm going to have to replace the unit in the hallway and on the outside. However, the ductwork's already there, so that's a good thing. We'll end up having to use some trisodium phosphate to get the nicotine off the walls. When you look at it and you get over the filth and the grime, if you just wash the walls down and paint it, it's going to be in good shape, and put new flooring down. The bones of the house, which is the big thing, that's in really good shape with it. The roof's in pretty decent shape. It's got 2 spots that we need to patch, but otherwise it's got at least another 10 years on it. You know, that's one of the things to look for when you're viewing a property of this nature.
Like, this thing can be done pretty easily. Floors, paint, AC, rocking and roll. Tenant for how much?
This place right here should rent for anywhere from about $950 to $850 to $950 a month.
Sweet, sweet.
Yep.
And you were talking about turning this thing into an efficiency apartment, like 2 sides?
Exactly. And so what I would do is that carport where we were at, I'd go ahead and make that into a 3rd bedroom right there. And then this right here is your kitchen. Yep. Coming into this room right here, that doorway that you're standing in, I would go ahead and block it off, because there's 2 doors to this unit right here. There's that door, that could be the front door, there's a back door, and then I'd make this into an efficiency apartment. It's got a shower and a commode back there, washer dryer hookup. We can put a kitchen a kitchenette in here without any problem. So then this would turn into a property that would cash flow about $1,700–1,800 a month. And I'd be into it total for about $50,000 to $60,000.
Wow, so it's a money-making machine.
That's what I'm talking about.
No pay, no stay. So I wanted to do this in the vlog today to show like how you can come up on these awesome deals like this. And this is what, like your third or fourth one like this?
That is correct.
That's pretty cool. I mean, how many properties you got now?
We got 12 total, well, 15 total. I got 3 that are sitting like this one, so I need to get on the ball and get them up and going.
Wow. So go check out his channel where he's like vlogging, flipping these houses and doing these renovations. And you'll see how he does all this, because this is kind of cool. Like there's money to be made in these houses like this, and this is kind of the process of how it goes down. And I'm gonna like come back and show y'all when he finishes this thing what it looks like. Because it's on the main drag, right close to downtown.
That's it.
Right close to Navy Point, the beach, the water, and the Blue Angels. Main trick with these houses is the roof and the AC. And having a good renovation guy that can walk around with you on these things. He's gonna paint this entire house. What color are you gonna paint it?
I think we're gonna go with gray.
Gray? So we're gonna do a whole gray here. New windows, probably wind up with the roof in a year or two. New AC unit, and this thing is not gonna, you're not even gonna be able to recognize this bad boy. And we got an extra driveway over here.
That's right. So when we have the duplex in the back.
They're hidden gems if you know what you're looking at. And this one just needs some love, some tender love. Out the speed bump.
All right, here we are. We're at 10 miles per hour. We're going over. Ah!
It's so bumpy.
Oh my God, whew, man. I even went without a seatbelt on. I'm so wild.
You didn't
and
even
crazy.
hit steering wheel.
Oh my gosh, neck feels good. No whiplash. No. Oh yeah. Hey, we're gonna turn around and do it again.
Drink still in the cup.
Woo!
Drink still in the cup.
That's right.
Getting to ride around with the pro today. We're on our next one. It's an adventure. Whoa, look at this one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, man, this one's been ripped to the studs. This is another one of his acquisitions, and he has less than 10 grand in this house. And I think this one's going to be a real nice house. It's all concrete block throughout. Built like a bomb shelter. Concrete floors, full slab. It's going to be a good one. Just going to throw some sheetrock, some insulation, some AC.
That's right. New AC.
This one's going to be churning some cash like an ATM machine.
That's right.
So what did this one look like when you bought it? What was there stuff all in it?
It was bad. It looked like somebody had just walked out and went to the store and never came back. Of course, there were 10 cats in here.
10 cats?
10 cats.
2 dogs.
Yep. And they did whatever they wanted to, wherever they wanted to.
So this was all just cat urine and
it was, yes.
Nastiness.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with these old houses, that if they stink, it smells like money. Because if it's got bad carpet in it, cats been doing bad stuff, dogs have been doing bad stuff, you can rip it out and replace it for not a lot of money. And just a little time consuming and a trip to the dump to drop it off. And that's been the part of like both my houses that I have rented right now, and the house that I live in. The carpet was the shag, nasty stuff. And I just ripped it out, and it allowed me to get it at a much cheaper price. Most people won't go in there with that smell, but you can fix it pretty easy. Heck, you could even paint this floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just put some like garage paint or some thick paint on here, and you don't even need to floor it. Good looking house though. It's in good shape. See, these houses like this, you can pick up for nothing sometimes because people just don't want to deal with them. They got a clouded title, and the grass and the bushes are all up and grown over the house. And once you get rid of all the jungle around it, they turn out to be nice little houses. Sometimes they just take a little elbow grease. So we're on the third house today, and this is another future acquisition. It's one of the most important things you can do. Is one thing I've learned. When you want to learn real estate, just shadow a professional around for a couple hours, and you'll learn more than any book will tell you. We're over here in Montclair. This is considered the gun-friendly zone. I'm actually pretty impressed with this one. See this carpet right here? This is money in the making right here, because it's got a little tingy smell to it. Rip it out of there, put new flooring in, and you got you a nice house. Most people aren't willing to mess with that carpet right there. And it's an easy remedy. Just pull it in the corners, rip it out, take it to the dump. Do whatever you want to with the new floor. Throw some good laminate in here, some carpet, some tile, whatever you want to do, and rock and roll. So this house is for sale for $37,000 off the market, right?
That's
off
correct.
The market deal. You got to know some folks.
For real?
You know Robert Biggerstaff, you got you some deals on the incoming. It's a quick fixer-upper rental right here over in Montclair. You know, the big thing is you got to know what you're looking at the plumbing, your roof, your AC, you know, like what you think you're going to be able to get rid of. And this is what, how many square feet?
This is right at about 1,000. This house should rent for $8,000 to $1,000, depending on how nice you make it.
Most definitely. So that's pretty cool. You can pick up these houses in the mid-30s, clean up the bathroom a little bit. It's already got everything you could possibly need for a rental. Make it clean, make it habitable, rock and roll. So this is the day in the life of the young real estate hustler. This is the king of deals right here.
That's what Jack does. Robert's got other jobs. We just happen to be doing this today at the moment. But Robert's got to make money somewhere else.
So I've learned more in like the last 5 minutes than I've learned in all the real estate books. I didn't even know you had to have certain singles on a pitch. Red flag number 1.
But also take a look at your baseboards all the way and just see you got a dog that was trying to get out, which could mean that there might have been rats in your wall at some time. But I look for water leakage. This one was a long-term rental and somebody did virtually no maintenance, and the professionals call that deferred maintenance.
Deferred.
Pay attention when they say that, okay? New refrigerator, don't open the refrigerator. Whatever you do.
There could be a cat in there.
No, do not open the refrigerator, okay? It is going back with vinyl plank or tile. Reason for that is those are going to be the two things that'll last the longest. And we don't want to be putting money into it every time we have a turnover. Turnovers are your most expensive cost in having a rental. Every time a tenant moves out, generally speaking, if you got carpet, you got to replace the carpet every time. This right here concerns me. One of two things. We either had a roof leak right here, or we've had condensation with the AC ductwork and something's happened right there. It's not a big issue to go ahead and pull the ceiling down and check it. A lot of people are like, what? Why do you do that? Personally, I like the peace of mind, and so I can fix something and not have to be coming back, you know, in a couple years having to repair it. So fix it right the first time.
Put that in the numbers. That's going to need replacing. So if you ever get a chance to find it or get a walkthrough with somebody like Robert, you can learn a ton on these houses and save you a boatload of money. So do you do like paid walkthroughs where people can come and get your opinion on these old houses?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to help anybody in whatever way they need.
I would totally do it because some of these things I didn't ever think about, like hatches and showers and, you know, pitches of roofs and, you know, where did they tie up the dog? These things, like, you know, cost you money. So this was the very first rental right here, 20 years ago, Mr. Biggerstaff's first rental. That's history in the making right there.
The game vibe.
Bangers in here. Grabbing lunch at the best place in town, Saigon Market. Because if you don't know what you're missing. Actually, it's pho, but we call it pho or pho.
Got pho. I got pho. You got pho. We got pho.
You ready?
Ready. Well, you gotta walk back over again.
So tell them what we're doing, Samantha.
So Jack and I are a part of the Pensacola Beach Lighted Boat Parade.
Yeah, we're going to see the boats with all the lights at Pensacola Beach, but we're doing it by a ferry.
Yeah.
And this is the Pensacola ferry system.
We're looking forward to it. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. What do you think, Samantha?
So far, so good.
It's like Titanic.
Hopefully not.
Hey Samantha, look what I want. Absolute vodka.
You don't drink vodka.
I want it though. What'd you think, Samantha?
It was awesome.
It was definitely different.
It was a different experience.
Yeah. Lots of lights.
Want some good dirty Sanigas.
Yeah, I got
wine and liquor.
But yeah, we got a liquor and a wine, and it was kind of a rocky ride. It was a long ride, longer than I thought it was gonna be.